Hi, over the next 15 minutes or so we're going to show you the ActiveFire suite of products. These include SpinFire for 2D and 3D viewer markup, DesignShare Process, which allows you to build workflows out of the box, DesignShare Project, a web-based project management system that gives your entire enterprise a complete view of the overall project plan and exactly where you stand, and DesignShare Protect, which allows you to secure all types of data files, Microsoft Office documents, SpinFire files, and allows you to share them with your extended enterprise. Because in today's business environment, it's so important that you share information with companies outside of your own, but at the same time you need to protect that valuable company information, and we'll show you how you can do that. So let's start the demonstration. Here we started with a complete assembly of a Connaught motor. Connaught are a UK company based in the south of Wales, and here we see zooming in into the suspension area where we have a problem. We're using SpinFire Professioal to do this, and we're isolating the component that we're interested in. SpinFire Professioal has many great manipulation tools that allow you to move around large assemblies. Here we're going to take a measurement and then add a note. This information will then be passed on to the supplier via DesignShare. DesignShare is a great collaboration tool based on top of Microsoft SharePoint that allows people to get access to all types of information, be it manufacturing or design information, and also Word and Excel documents. And being based on top of Microsoft, you obviously use the familiar Microsoft user interfaces. So here you can see the component. We're just adding a note, and then what we'll do is save this information to the SharePoint site, which will automatically send an email alert to the supplier telling him that he needs to look at this information. So we'll just add this note, and what we'll also do is save a couple of views in 2D, add a review stamp, and then send off this information. And once we have saved this file to the SharePoint site, we will also initiate a workflow using DesignShare Process. Now, DesignShare Process can also be used for any form of workflow, not just engineering change orders and engineering change requests, be it a vacation request, expense forms, any type of workflow. In the next part of the demonstration we'll show you how you can create and use the workflow system. And here we can see a graphical representation of the workflow. These nodes and links can easily be cut and pasted to form other workflows, and the system comes with dozens of predefined workflows already created, so you can start immediately. Once the engineer has initiated the workflow, an alert is automatically sent to his manager's inbox. The manager simply clicks on the email, and within the email contains all the pertinent information to this engineering change. There's a link that takes him directly to the SharePoint site. The system asks him to enter his username and password for authentication, and then we'll see the SharePoint site. Here you can see the color-coded yellow engineering change request. If this changes to red, it's gone past his due date. He simply opens up this action item, and here is a document with all the necessary information, the reasons why the change, who's involved in the workflow, and more importantly the engineering documentation as well. Simply clicks on the link, and here it opens up the 3D SpinFire file where he can review the information, see exactly what the problem is, the issues that this problem is causing, and what action needs to be taken. Goes back to the form, simply clicks on the approve button, and then this will package up this information and move it along to the next person in the workflow. So the question is, what impact has this engineering change order had on the overall project plan? So now we're going to look at Actify Design Share Project. This gives you a complete view of the entire project, and because it's web-based, anybody involved in the project can get access, update their status, and so a manager can see exactly where the problems are in the overall project plan. So if a task or subtask is going off track, the system will automatically send an email to the people involved, the manager and the people responsible for those specific tasks that are causing the problem to the overall project plan. You can also see from the user interface that the system maintains the actual hours being spent on individual tasks and the costs. So in this way you get a great overview of the entire project. We're going to have a look at what happens when the supplier now goes in and looks at his tasks associated with that suspension unit. So the supplier can now see the documents associated with this task, the change order and the 3D information. Now this 3D document has actually been secured using Design Share Protect. This means it is totally encrypted. So this system is going to ask for a username and password. Now the great thing about this solution is that it encrypts not only the file but temporary files and recovery files as well. It will also stop you doing a screen capture, and since we're running a video you can see the system has prevented us from opening that file. But obviously in the real world the supplier would have been able to open the file, make an assessment of exactly how much work was needed to rectify the problem. So we can now go back into the project plan and assess just how much this has set him back. Now he was at 50%, it's a major change, he's got to retool, so he's going back to 5%. So the only way to get this project back on track is to allocate more resources to this specific task. Actify Design Share Project allows you to look at resources across multiple projects. So here is the resource pool. We'll look down the list to find the people that have the available skill sets and see just how busy they are at the moment. Simply click on the names, open up the resource usage and see how busy they are. Gil, as you can see, is working on several projects. He isn't actually overloaded, so there's no chance of him working on this project. We know Guy is busy. Let's have a look at the other two. Also pretty busy, and the last person is available. So we could assign this resource to the task to get the project back on track. So you can see with the Actify suite of products you can do everything from 3D viewing to workflow, project management and security. I hope you've enjoyed the demonstration, and for more information please speak to somebody on the stand or contact us at info@actify.com or visit our website at www.actify.com. Thanks very much for your attention.